Hi everyone, my name is Wincel. I'm a Filipino graphic designer in Hong Kong, and I'm the artist behind Word Swallowed, an arts page I started when I was 12, and graphic design is my passion. So I started doing design by accident when I was in university in my student theater group. It all started by fixing a Photoshop file, and then suddenly I've become their designated graphic designer for 3 years. And after graduating university, and I missed kind of putting visuals together or communicating something visually. So I started this challenge on my arts Instagram account where I did a design every single day for 365 days. And from there, my style kind of evolved from being something more informative and practical to something more fun, more quirky, and just kind of all over the place. Staying inspired is really difficult, especially when I'm doing this 365 design, coming up with something fresh and new and exciting every single day to post on time is extremely difficult. What I try to do is kind of take a step back from what I do and kind of, I don't know, be inspired from conversations I have with friends, or if I come up with an idea while I'm doing something, I keep a notes app on my phone where I just list out random copy or ideas that I have and I want to try later so I don't forget. It's very important for you to write your ideas down when they come to you at the moment. So a lot of what I do in terms of graphic design is after my full-time job. So I try to give myself buffer between, doing my 9 to 6 and then turning to Hannah Montana and then having my secret double life, but it's not so secret. Staying on top of work, I usually rely on apps like Notion just to kind of have a system of things I need to keep track of, for example, client requests or ideas that I have or any orders I need to fulfill. I don't necessarily incorporate cultural elements, but I do convey things about my own background and my identity into my design. So for example, while I was doing the 365 challenge, it was during COVID, and in Hong Kong there are a lot of things going on with migrant domestic workers and their mistreatment, or a lot of issues within Hong Kong media and brownface, for example. So I had a lot of anger and I was just trying to find an outlet to kind of express what I was feeling, because even though I wanted to make a design that day, I couldn't really get that thought out of my head. So I thought, what better way to just kill two birds with one stone is to also talk about something that I cared about. And it's also very interesting to see how other people outside of Hong Kong would respond to that. And they seem very supportive as well. So it's kind of like a little safe space for me to communicate my thoughts as well as issues that I care about. The thing is that when I started my arts page, I wasn't really intending it to be recognized by other people. I mean, that's a bonus, definitely. But the whole reason why I started it is I just wanted to get something out there. And I guess being I don't know, in Gen Z, you feel the need to kind of post things online. From there, I just posted whenever I felt like. And it's just great that along the way, from being 12 till now, that some people enjoy looking at my work. Whether it's cringy poetry or photos I took of my friends, to now different designs that I'm exploring. It's just, I don't know, I'm very lucky to have people who find me on their Explore page. So as I mentioned, I started Word Swallowed when I was 12, and I started mainly just writing out thoughts that I had and trying to make them sound nice and poetic, and it started with that. I think with art there's so many ways you can express yourself. It doesn't really necessarily have to make sense to everyone else, as long as it makes sense to you and you're able to kind of, expel whatever thoughts you have that you might not be able to express out verbally. That is already, a tool that you have for yourself. Usually clients, when they reach out to me, they come up with an idea that they have in mind. Some of them, sometimes they're super cohesive and I totally understand what they're talking about. And then sometimes I have to be the one that has to pine them like, so do you mean this? Is this what you want? And then they'll say, yeah, that's what I meant. And then I make it and then like, never mind, that's not what I wanted. So there's a lot of communication that goes on, like with most things in life in general, that you need to have very clear communication with whoever you're working with. So it's a lot of collaborative effort and trust between you and your client or whoever you're working for.